come to know that Dawah is an important thing for a Muslim. But for a Muslim woman who is supposed to be modest and look after the house, etc., I feel it is quite a difficult task and to mix up with the non-Muslim women, etc. And also for an introvert person, can you suggest some steps how to do Dawah?
Sister has a question that after hearing my talks, she has come to know Dawah is important. Rather, Dawah is compulsory, sister. Important, yes, but compulsory. Means in the important category, compulsory category. Basic question is that for a lady, how can she do Dawah, interact with non-Muslims, especially if she has to be modest? So many people have the misconception that only if you are outward and outgoing can you do Dawah. It's not like that, sister. There are many modest women, mashallah, and they are modern also, mashallah, and they're doing Dawah also, alhamdulillah. But for a person who's introvert, how can she do Dawah? Sister, many people have a misconception that Dawah means only giving talks. It's not that only giving talks. Dawah are various types. Fine, you can talk on one-to-one basis. You sitting at home, you can write letters, you can send emails. But natural, as far as Dawah is concerned, on an individual level, a male does to a male and a female to a female. In most of the cases. There may be a situation where they may demand, but natural with a mahram. But if you're focused and know the Islamic Sharia well, alhamdulillah, sister, even sitting at home, you can do Dawah, even if you're introvert, fine. You may not have the habit of speaking, or you may feel shy, or you may not feel like. I don't know of any person who was in a more worse situation than me. I was a stammerer, sister. So when it comes to speaking on one-to-one basis, I has to stammer. If you ask what was your name, I said, my name is Zakir. That was me. Maybe more than a decade earlier. And alhamdulillah, Allah opened up the pathways. You know, after I passed my medical, 12 years back, when I got involved in the field of Dawah, mashallah. If you strive, as I mentioned earlier in my earlier answer, that if you strive and do jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah opens up the pathways. Whatever you are. You know, most of the people that are 99.9%, those who want to do Dawah, they can speak better than what I was when I started. That's the best example. It's Allah's help. Who Allah helps, none can overcome. Who Allah forsakes, none can help them. Therefore, let the believers put their trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is from Surah Al-Imran, chapter 3, verse 160. So sister, you start. Even if you may think you don't feel like speaking, you don't feel like interacting, you're an introvert, yet start, and inshallah, Allah will help you. Besides that, for a lady, that doesn't mean that if you're modest, you can't do Dawah. So many people have misconception, modest means sitting at home. No, modest means modest. Whether in or out, you follow the Islamic Sharia, you lower your gaze. In fact, a modest woman can do more Dawah. She can do better Dawah than an immodest woman. Well, that herself, when she carries herself outside, in an Islamic way, that itself is Dawah. And when they convey the message, and they speak indirect Dawah, and that just reminds me today morning when we were thinking of selecting some trainers for our lady teachers in voice modulation. We had hired one of the best people in Bombay. They came out and we had interviewed everything. The talk went fine, my sister and myself. And they're basically ladies. When they went, they asked that, fine, when we come to train, can we wear sleeveless? Is it fine? Or will shalwar kameez do? You know, so they asked me. We didn't put any criteria to them. They were ladies. They're going to train our ladies. So that is Dawah, the way we speak, the way my sister was wearing a hijab. They said that, oh, shalwar kameez is fine, or what do you want? I mean, we didn't put any criteria. They were trainers, they're professionals. We don't mind. They are with ladies. Whether they wear shalwar kameez or not, as per our criteria, there's no problem. But imagine the way my sister spoke, the way we presented ourselves, non-Muslim professionals trained by foreigners, training other people how to speak, they're asking the question. Why? Because the way we present. We didn't speak anything about Islam. Only talking about professional thing, but that itself, the way we present is Dawah, alhamdulillah. I mean, we didn't put any criteria that when you come to teach, you wear the hijab. That's not a must. They were not Muslims. So, alhamdulillah, so sister, it's not that by being modest you can't do Dawah. In fact, by being modest, you can do better Dawah. You're in a better position. And there are situations, you may say that I'm a lady, I sit at home, I may not interact that much outside. You can interact on the telephone, you can interact on the internet, but naturally with females is preferable. So in this way, sister, you can send books, you can send video cassettes, you can send tapes, etc. You can convey the message to Muslim friends and ask the Muslim friend. If you don't have non-Muslims, you ask a Muslim friend that, do you have a non-Muslim who requires any question on Islam? No problem. So Zakir bhai, ek bhi non-Muslim friend hai. Nahi hai? So ask a Muslim friend that, do they have non-Muslim friends who have queries? Simple. Allah will open up the pathways. And once you start, inshallah, Allah will help you. But you have to make a beginning. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start immediately. Hope that's the question, sister. Any brother have any question? Yes, brother.